Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Hello and welcome to Quick Shot Reviews. I am your host Luke, and as ever you are the Cheap Shot Nation, and we have another classic review here for you today. It is the 2018 film, the same year that I set up Cheap Shot Entertainment as a whole. It is Hereditary by Ari Aster and A24 Studios. Now, I've got a lot to say about this film, and yeah, it is incredible. It's an incredible film. You've got to look and see between the lines to really enjoy this film, and it was my good friend Bailey who convinced me to have another look at this one, and yeah, I was impressed. But if you've watched this film and you like it, give us a like, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave us a comment down below, let us know what you thought of the film, and I will see you in the main part of the video. So Ari Aster is well known for his different take on movies in general and horror movies in particular, and Hereditary is no different in those terms. Of course, look at Midsummer, which I plan on doing a video on because I like that one more than I like this one as well. And more recently, Ari Aster Studios has released the film X in 2022, which is also a very good film and a nod to the classic slasher movie. So, this film stars Toni Collette as Annie, Millie Shapiro as Charlie, Gabrielle Byrne as Steve, Alex Wolff as Peter, Christy Summerhays as Charlie's teacher, Morgan Lund as Mr. Davies, Mallory Bachtel as Bridget, and Jake Brown as Brendan. And all of these people have a massive part to play in this film. Hereditary belongs to the classic subgenre of horror movies currently in vogue that includes films like The Babadook, The Vivitch, sorry, and It Follows. Not a big fan of It Follows. I know it gets a lot of press. Not impressed myself. Out of those three, I would take the Babadook any day. I think that is a really good take on modern society and the perils of being a single parent. Um, where the scares can be accepted at face value and the stand-ins bigger for the emotions and the themes involved. Hereditary is one of those that unfolds around grief of losing a child and presents the fear of a mother and the fear of a son about his mother, and explains a mystery wrapped around a conundrum wrapped around just about anything else that you can think of. Monologues delivered perfectly by Toni Collette, uh, joining a grief group, trying to get help, and subsequently succumbing to that grief in a different kind of way to what you would expect. Now, this is not traditionally scary, but it's scary in a way that from a mental health standpoint, it is a very true take on the scary part of losing a loved one. And Toni Collette really delivers on the supernatural elements, and the facial expressions just say everything about the how the actress is portraying these feelings of grief. Um, there will be a flame carried by me for quality horror films such as this one, and this one really does stand out. Now, Ari Aster is a director I could take or leave, but more recently I could take definitely, especially with Midsummer and X, and especially this one as well. Like I say, my friend Bailey, we was having a discussion about horror movies, and he said, "Have you seen Hereditary?" I said, "Yeah, I don't really care for it." He says, "You've got to watch it again, give it time, see if you can find the little bits that are added um, during the film that make it really, really scary. The lead up to the final sequence as well, and there's lots of little tidbits that lead you to that end point. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it works really, really well. And it's like it's not your normal type of ghost story. You do get a little bit. It does go along the lines of other films where it's just a random noise that follows the main character throughout the film. And this one is because that's what the daughter used to do. Um, like I say, it follows Tony Collette's character, Annie, who creates miniatures for like art galleries and things like that, and she creates like recreations of things that have happened to her, which is really quite disturbing, and that sort of follows along the lines of uh, all the things that are set up in this film. Um, the family house really makes a terrific scene, and the sense of foreboding runs alongside that grief, and the house plays its own character as well, which is absolutely brilliant, and it's really creative story as well. It reminds me, it invokes feelings of The Exorcist and Rosemary's Baby, where most things take place within the house, where the house becomes part of the story and one of the main parts of the story as well. And along those lines, Poltergeist and places and films like that as well. And it doesn't necessarily try to be one of the characters, but it becomes one of the characters. It becomes the character. It mimics the grief that is felt by the mother and the main character, and it's just such a fabulous film. And it's just makes you want to. It's one of those films that really does make you want to lock your door, make sure no one can get in, and do things that they shouldn't be doing, because it is really that scary underneath. It's not like your traditional loud noises and piano riffs and loud music that make you jump scares, things that happen in modern horror movies, but this one is genuinely terrifying, like I say, in the vein of The Exorcist and Rosemary's Baby, and The Babadook as well, for looking at recent horror movies. So yes, I would absolutely recommend this film. If you've seen it, then please do give us a like and leave us a comment down below to let us know what you thought of the film. And with that, you are the Cheap Shot Nation. Please join us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And I will see you next time. Thank you very much, film fans, and goodbye.